No, these are made by Fatah, and he is the man that Jen recommends make your beehive, and he is fantastic, skilled carpenter.
Does he live here on that big island?
He does, he does. He's,
approximately how much one of these cost?
This is $250 with all the perks.
Wow, that's so cool.
Who will be caring for this hive here?
It's going to be Jen. And so she'll be teaching, and then she'll be drawing from the permaculture department and from the volunteer populace for any assistance that she might need. But she'll be leading the whole thing. The screen at the bottom is the traps for the small hive beetles. They fall through there. Yep. The hive beetles will fall through this, but the bees don't. And then down in the bottom, we put these metal trays and put diatomaceous earth in there.
We have divider boards. These are called follower boards or divider boards or false back. Okay, that's what these are called. So you'll hear them or read them defined as different things. So when you start a small hive like this, you can choose to use these or not. I choose, in my hives, because I have so many, I don't use these follower boards. Reason being that my bees grow so fast, and I'm just not always where I need to be on time. So if I left this in, they might swarm prematurely because I'm not there. So I only set these up for people in places where I know we're going to be on a schedule, and every 2 weeks we're going to be getting in here. That way this gets taken out on time. If it didn't get taken out on time, you could cause a premature swarm, which could also weaken the hive health and create more problems long term. So that's why this is really important. So a lot of startup beehive books will let you know to use this follower board. Just know that you need to make sure you're giving the bees plenty of space. So there's this beautiful window on this side, as you can kind of see, maybe take rotation so you can see. This is going to be at the observation window at first to let us see how they're growing, how they're developing. It really makes it kind of nice when you don't always have to get in if you have a question, especially in new beekeepers, getting new bees. I can just see everybody gathered up. What are they doing? You know, it's nice to not get in and wonder what they're doing because they need to be left alone while they're developing. So I like to give the bees in 8 to 10 bars to start out. So I'm going to drop this follower board back so that I should be able to fit about 10 bars over here. And I'm kind of eyeing it out right now, but I'm going to guess that that's about where I'm at with that. And then I put 1 bar in place on the other side of it to hold it there. And then I'm going to start with 1 bar at the end side where the entrance is. Reason being that I have straight combs in these boxes that I'm going to put in here. I want them all to fit, and I know I can drop this back as I need to, but I really want to make sure that it's just big enough for those combs and a little bit more. Because I'm going to come back in 3 days and I'm going to release the queen, and at that time I can make their space a little bigger, but I want them to feel really comfortable and safe here. Does that make sense to everybody? So you start with an empty bar on the side, that way you know that you've got a straight comb right here, so the next time I come, if I don't want to open from this side, I can pull this bar up and know that it's going to be straight. So that's the reason for doing that. You put your other straight comb right against the side, you could squish it into the wall, or if you put 2 empties here, they might connect them together. That's why it's really important to have an empty bar and then your straight comb. I have 2 bee suits also available if anyone wants to try these on, feeling like they want to get a little bit more up close and personal. These are available. Sure, whichever. So we'll start with this one.
What is that box called?
This is a nuke box. It's a miniature version of this full-size top bar hive.
What does nuke mean?
This is short for nucleus, baby. These are like the newborns, you know, we're going to watch them grow. And they grow really fast. So as you're opening the hive, it's good to be aware the bees are going to want to be getting out. And anytime you feel nervous, please just take 3 steps back and take some deep breaths, okay? So this is called stringing, festooning. Bees are nature's perfect architects. Right now they're measuring the next comb that they want to build. So all of this is them stringing along to say, okay, you're this long and I have to make it based on your size. It's pretty cool, actually. Everything they make is bee size. So here we started in our first combs, and the queen is secured in between these in a cage here. So here I have the queen, and I can actually pass her around if you want to see her. I can get some of the bees off of here. One of our workers died in transport, it looks like, which is okay. Our queen is still healthy, still looking good. So if you want to look in here in the box, the queen is the longer bee. And the bees will try to follow her, so do you feel comfortable doing this? Okay. We're not going to pass both the queens around. It's really actually traumatic for them to get all these different scents on it. So if you could just hold it by that pink thing, you're actually doing better. You just don't want that to come off. They're definitely talking to me about the fact that I just passed their mama around, so be real gentle with her, okay? Huh? Maybe walk it around if you want to do it, that'd be cool. I think one scent's better than multiple scents.
The bigger one, the longer one. Okay.
So I'm looking for those queen cups that I saw on the window. So I don't want to leave any queen cups in here, so I'm just looking to see
Just to see
what's
like
there.
from the bottom.
I know I want to put the queen in the same place, so I'm going to leave just a little bit of a gap here to make her be able to fit. If any questions come up for any of you as I go, please just ask. See, they've built a new little comb. This is just since they were in here yesterday. Pretty exciting, huh?
The first comb, how long has been built?
Yeah.
The first one you did here, how long has been built?
Oh, I just put all these in here from another hive. So they're all different ages. It's kind of hard for me to say exactly. I would say the first one's probably about 6 months. So you notice there's a lot of bees in my face all of a sudden. They're really talking to me. They started doing that as soon as the queen started moving away from them. Like they were like, "Where's our mom? You must be the reason for this." So this is part of what I was saying. You kind of get to learn their language over time. It's not something that you might know right away, but I'm definitely hearing them speak pretty closely right now.
First tell mom is coming back.
So I'm lighting this grass to put in the smoker, which looks like it's going to work pretty well, but normally, like I said, I use palm fronds, palm fibers, and banana leaves. Those are the best I've found for burning. Lehua bark also works well, but I don't tend to like to harvest it. Or the paper bark. Anybody's familiar with paper bark trees? There's a lot of different things in the environment that are like really good smoke fuels. Some of them. So I'm just kind of puffing it around me and in the air, just to let them know, like, no confusion, something changed. And then I'm just going to plug this entrance so that smoke's only going to be used when it's needed. And because I want to keep them with as many of their new pretty bars as possible, I'm taking this out, otherwise I would leave it. Do you have a bucket of the rest of your top bars? So this one here is a mixture of capped and uncapped brood. Pretty much this whole thing is baby bees. So you can't really see from far away, but what we're looking at here is a bunch of uncapped larvae inside these open cells, and all these papery looking cells here, those are all capped worker brood that's about to be born. And here are those queen cups I was talking about. Everybody see them? The comb hangs this way, and those queen cups are right here. So we're just going to pinch them off. We don't want a new queen in this hive.
So you're squishing them?
just pinching them off to remove them. There's some more, so I'll show everybody on that side in just a second. And I want to make sure that I can fit that queen back in here, so I have to have an empty bar in between so that she'll fit right here on this side of the hive, because the cage takes up so much space. Here's another nice straight comb with a mixture of brood, uncapped and capped. And here on this side for all of you, those are the queen cups. Everybody see them? Okay. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and pinch them off. This is a sign of a really healthy hive because they notice that something has shifted with their queen immediately both times. So not only did I put their queen in a cage and then put them in a hive and they immediately raised queen cells, but I also took their queen away and right away they knew about it. So this hive is really in tune with its queens.